Good morning, welcome back to the channel Awesome Learning. We are going to start a new lesson, Chemical Coordination and Integration. This is the last chapter of human physiology that we have to do. So let's start with this chapter. You have already done many things about this chapter in class 10. So let's begin with the chemical coordination and integration. The first topic that we will do in this chapter is endocrine system. So children, let's see here. It includes endocrine glands and their secretions. So endocrine glands secrete hormones. The secretions given by endocrine glands are called hormones. Hormones are non-nutrient, that is, they do not have any nutrition chemicals that act as intercellular messengers. So these are the messengers which take up a message from one part or organ to the another so that one particular process or work is done. So they are actually the messengers and are produced in very small amounts, that is trace amounts. Okay, so now let me show you here. This is our human endocrine system, and these are the various glands present in the body. So let's start from the topmost part of the body, that is hypothalamus, which is present in the brain, pituitary, pineal. All these three glands are present in our brain. Then thyroid gland, parathyroid, thymus, adrenal gland on top of kidneys. Kidney is also a gland, pancreas, ovary, uterus present in only females, and testes present only in males. So these are the various glands present in our body. Now we will be studying each of the gland one by one. So the first gland that we will start is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, as you see here in the figure, is present here in the forebrain. You can say the beginning of the brain or the first part of the brain. Neurosecretory cells. Now neuro means the cells which are under the influence of neural system. Secretory, why? Because they secrete a secretion called hormones. So neurosecretory cells, nuclei of hypothalamus, secrete the following type of hormones. So there are three type of hormones which are released by hypothalamus. One is the releasing hormone, that is, these hormone will help to release or to start a process. Okay, then inhibiting hormone, as the name suggests, it will stop the process, inhibit the process. And the third is oxytocin and vasopressin. So these are the three types of hormones produced by neurosecretory cells of hypothalamus. Now let's see releasing hormone. Okay, so as you see, this is hypothalamus. Okay, these are the hypothalamic neurons. Now the hypothalamic neurons are of two types. One is very small, you see, and the other one is extending till the pituitary. You remember, children, pituitary gland, this is pituitary gland. So pituitary gland is always attached to hypothalamus. This is hypothalamus, and this is the stalk of pituitary gland, and this whole is pituitary gland. So the neurons present in the hypothalamus have extended axon which will continue to the pituitary. Pituitary is divided into two parts, the posterior pituitary and the anterior pituitary, as you see. So these neurons which extend to the pituitary are a part of posterior pituitary, and here these neurons have small axon, so they do not just extend till pituitary. Okay, so there are three types of hormones, as I told you: releasing, inhibiting, and oxytocin and vasopressin. So let's see the releasing hormone. They stimulate or start the process. So stimulate the secretion of pituitary hormones, Example, gonadotropin releasing hormone. As the name suggests, releasing hormone, that means it will stimulate or it will start the process. Gonadotropin releasing hormone, GnRH, stimulates the release. Now, whenever it is releasing hormone, the work is always of stimulation. That is to start the release of gonadotropin from pituitary. So gonadotropin releasing hormone, नाम से ही समझ आ जाता है कि gonadotropin hormone को रिलीज करवाने का काम किसका है? पिट्यूटरी का. कहाँ से रिलीज करवाना है? फ्रॉम पिट्यूटरी. Okay, again I'll repeat if there is any confusion. GnRH are the hormones present in the pituitary, but pituitary GnRH तभी बनाएगा जब हाइपोथैलेमस उसे एक ऑर्डर देगा to start the process or to release the particular hormone or to stimulate the secretion of pituitary. Next are inhibiting hormones. To stop inhibiting is the secretion of pituitary hormones. तो पिट्यूटरी हार्मोन को रोकने के लिए पिट्यूटरी को ये कहना है कि भाई अब तुम स्टॉप कर दो. तो क्या है? एग्जाम्पल आर सोमैटोस्टेटिन which inhibits the release of growth hormone from the pituitary. तो पिट्यूटरी से growth hormone release होता है, लेकिन somatostatin जो है that will tell the pituitary to stop the release of growth hormone. So somatostatin is an inhibiting hormone. Next is vasopressin and oxytocin. These are transported axonally. Axonally means from axon. They are transported and stored in the pituitary. Like here, axon से transport हो रहे हैं. This is axon and it will be given to the pituitary for storage. Next is pituitary gland. As I told you that pituitary gland is attached to the hypothalamus through a stalk. So let me show you. It is located in a bony cavity called sella turcica. Pituitary gland is present inside sella turcica. It is attached to the hypothalamus by a stalk. I told you this is stalk of by which the pituitary is attached to the hypothalamus. Okay. Then children, pituitary is of two types, that is it basically is divided into two parts, adenohypophysis that is anterior pituitary and neurohypophysis that is posterior pituitary. Okay, adenohypophysis is again divided into pars distalis and pars intermedia. So these are the various parts of pituitary. Now let's see pars distalis, that is the anterior part of the pituitary. So as you see, it produces the following hormones. So anterior pituitary has many hormones. It releases many hormones. Number one is somatotropin or growth hormone. Next, prolactin. Third one is thyroid stimulating hormone, that is TSH. Fourth is adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH. Next, follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. Then luteinizing hormone, LH. So these are the hormones released by the anterior pituitary. Let's see one by one. Somatotropin or growth hormone, that is GH, is for the body growth. ओवर सिक्रेशन, अगर इसका ग्रोथ हार्मोन का सिक्रेशन बहुत ज्यादा है, it will cause gigantism, that is abnormal growth. As you see here, it is Sultan Koser, which who is having a height of 8 feet 1 inch, that is gigantism. Or hyposecretion, that is very less amount of secretion of growth hormone, will cause dwarfism or stunted growth. Again, this example is He Pingpin, who is only 2 feet 5.37 inches. So these are the hormones, somatotropin or growth hormone. Next, over secretion of growth hormone in adults, mainly in the middle age, cause acromegaly. Now you should know what is acromegaly. Severe disfigurement, especially of face. Okay, disfigurement of face. It leads to serious complications and premature death. Early diagnosis of the disease is difficult. It may be undetected for many years. पता ही नहीं चलता कि उसे acromegaly है. Then prolactin hormone, that is PRL, it regulates the growth of mammary glands and the production of milk. As the name suggests, prolactin, lactin से ही समझ आ जाए कि mammary glands की growth plus the production of milk will be regulated by prolactin. Then थायराइड स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन, नाम से ही समझ आ रहा है थायराइड को स्टिमुलेट, मतलब थायराइड को जाके जगाना है. TSH stimulates the secretion of thyroid hormone for thyroid gland. Now remember, thyroid is also a gland and it will have a hormone. लेकिन thyroid को जाके कौन कहेगा कि तुम अपना हार्मोन बनाओ? That is thyroid stimulating hormone will do that work, which will be a part of anterior pituitary. Then adrenocorticotropic hormone, that is ACTH, stimulates the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormones. Okay, it will stimulate, that is start the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormones, that is glucocorticoids, from the adrenal cortex. This is adrenocortico, naam se hi samajh aa raha hai. Adreno means from the adrenal cortex. This hormone will be released from the adrenal cortex. Then follicle stimulating hormone, again the name suggests follicle stimulate, that means follicles ka stimulation. Now you will understand what is follicles much more elaborately in next year, that is previous year, but let me tell you that in our ovary the egg is present inside the follicles and these eggs have various types of stages. First it has a stage, it is in a stage of primary follicle, then secondary follicle, then tertiary follicle, and in the end when it is matured it will be Graafian follicle, from where the egg will be released out and only the follicle will be left behind. So follicular stage, ये जो primary से secondary बनना, फिर secondary से tertiary, फिर tertiary से Graafian follicle, ये जो follicles को mature होना है, ये कैसे ऐसे ही थोड़ी हो जाएगा. There is a hormone which will stimulate the process, which will start the process, so that primary follicle gets converted into secondary, then secondary gets converted into tertiary, and then tertiary gets converted into Graafian follicle. So this stimulates the gonadal activity, gonads की activity. What is gonads? Gonads are the ovaries and testes. तो ovary के अंदर हो रही है ना ये सारी activity. This is ovary, you see the diagram. This whole pink portion is ovary, and this ovary has all these follicles, the primary, the secondary, the tertiary. Okay, these are the follicles present, everything is present inside the ovary. So that is why ovary is a gonad. So this stimulates gonadal activity. In males, FSH and androgens regulate the sperm formation. So males के अंदर FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone, and androgens, that is testosterone. If you remember this, you have done in class 10. Male sex hormone, testosterone. Both of these, FSH and testosterone, will regulate and start forming sperms. So formation of sperms is called spermatogenesis. Next, in females, FSH stimulates the growth and development of the ovarian follicles. Okay, so in males it will take care of the production of sperms, and in females it will take care of the development and growth of ovarian follicles. Yay, from primary follicle to tertiary, secondary, then from secondary to tertiary, and then from mature. तो ये सारा काम follicle stimulating hormone का. Next we come to luteinizing hormone, stimulates gonadal activity. Again gonads यानी टेस्टीज और ओवरीज की एक्टिविटी में बहुत तेजी आएगी. इट विल स्टिमुलेट, मतलब इट विल स्टार्ट द एक्टिविटीज इन दीज ऑर्गन्स. In males, it stimulates the synthesis and secretion of androgens from testes. Males के अंदर it will start producing more and more of testosterone from the testes. In females, it induces ovulation and maintains the corpus luteum. Females के अंदर ovulation will start. Ovulation, what is ovulation? The movement of egg from the ovary to the fallopian tube या oviduct. This process is called ovulation. So females may ovulation start karna and maintain the corpus luteum. Now what is corpus luteum? Listen to me very carefully, children. This is corpus luteum. Again I'm telling you, I'm repeating, this is an ovary. Ovary में जो है egg is present inside the follicles, and follicles have different stages of development. पहले primary follicle, then secondary follicle के बाद tertiary और mature follicle. अब जब ये mature हो गया तो क्या होता है, egg जो है that will come out, egg will come out of the ग्राफियन फॉलिकल. तो जब फॉलिकल में से एग बाहर आ गया तो बाकी जो पीछे बचा, छिलका सा जो बचा, that is called corpus luteum. That is called corpus luteum. तो in females it induces ovulation. Ovulation यानी एग जो है वो बाहर आ गया and maintains corpus luteum, और corpus luteum वैसे का वैसे ही intact है अंदर. So this is taken care of by luteinizing hormone or LH. Then children, we come to the next part of the video, that is pituitary gland, pars intermedia. Pars intermedia, if it is a very big, let me divide this video into two parts. So we will be finishing pituitary distilis, that is pars distilis, in this video. Now in the next one I will continue with the pars intermedia.